to the table, go ahead and take a seat. We're just about to begin. I'm Midgarin, joined once more by a cast of wonderful and affordable role players. Each and every one of us at Sunday nights try to do our best to make a fun and exciting story for you to enjoy. If you could leave a like or a comment down below, it would greatly help the channel out. So, when last we left our heroes, Joshua had just been kidnapped by a mysterious figure and dragged into the desert. Hot on the trail, Hobie, Maeve, and Axel were stopped by a dust devil. With the power of faith, Maeve made the weapons of our heroes holy to combat the destructive creature. That edge may have saved them, but seeing Maeve use her power for the first time shook Axel to his core. Before she was able to try to smooth things over with him, Axel bolted, headed into the direction of Joshua and a big, ominous tent. Now, sit back and enjoy the continuation of our story, as the Sunday Nights present Part 4 of Deadlands, Riders of the Hellstorm.
So starting off, I believe Axel wants to use his adventure deck card.
Yes, Axel would like to use his adventure card. His adventure card is called Hot Iron and Whiskey. Play on a wounded character, which is Axel. All wounds are recovered, but the victim gains a permanent scar that subtracts from his persuasion for the next game month. And that's okay. That's okay. Axel's not a very persuasive person anyways.
I had that card 2 sessions ago, and I never got the chance to use it.
Alright, so yes, Axel spends his Benny so he can play his action card and heal his wound. Alright, so I gotta take my wounds away. And I take a -2 to persuasion. Okay, not a problem.
With that, what you do is you are able to find a piece of metal. You heat it up over a fire. You're able to make a little campfire. You heat up the metal. And where the cactus had sliced into your stomach, you take the piece of metal and you press it up against you. Now, with it being so hot, you kind of make a jump and you accidentally bring the metal and it hits yourself in the face, creating this pustule right on your face where the heat has bubbled up a piece of the skin.
Mother! God! Just kind of looks at it. Oh, just like in the service. And he grabs hold of his carbine and uses it to get back onto his feet. All right, where is Joshua? Joshua, dear old Axel's coming for you, buddy.
What had happened to Joshua? So roll me a knowledge check.
I rolled a 3.
You really don't know what it is that's grabbed you. Like, you don't know what his origins are. It's this ghostly appearance that floats above the thing. It has 2 6-shooters that have these scythes hanging off of the side of it. They have chains wrapped all around them and spikes on their arms. You've heard of these things called hanging judges through just having read the Tombstone Epitaph and the rumors that just happen, but you're not exactly sure what's going on. He was able to grab a hold of you and drag you while still conscious throughout the desert to this place and get a noose around your neck.
Am I bound?
You are not bound on the hands, but right now you have a noose around your neck and it is being held up and you're on your tippy toes as it's pulling. You were able to give one scream out that the rest of the party was able to hear as this was happening. There's also a trap door below your feet.
Just to be clear, this is a physical rope? Like it's an actual rope, or is it like a metaphysical rope? Like it doesn't seem like it's a real rope.
It is a real rope.
I would like to try and reach up, pull myself up like I'm climbing the rope, and give myself some air. Maybe, try to get this thing off from around my neck once it's loose.
Give me an athletics check. But before you do that, what is the rest of the party doing?
Oh, if we've just shown up, then we need to start looking for Josh.
You guys have heard him scream out for help.
When Axel puts the little piece of metal to it, he sees Hobie and Maeve approaching. He gets up and he's like, starts heading in there. He's like, Joshua! Dear old Axel's here to save you!
Screaming probably isn't the best idea. I'm not about to use him as bait. We've already lost Joshua.
He's making himself bait. We should just take advantage of the situation and help Joshua as best we can.
So you do hear Joshua yell out for help, but as soon as he's shouting out with his second help, he gets and he gets cut off.
Where did the sound come from?
The sound came from the west, northwest of you. It's very clearly which direction it is because the sound is able to carry itself because there's no other sound. You can't hear the sound. You can't hear any animals. You can't hear anything else. It is completely dark silent.
Axel gets his gun out. Make sure he has a new barrel in the chamber. And he's like, all right, I'm going to go find you, Joshua, and we're going to get out of here, and we're going to get our payday.
$2,000. And Maeve's going to follow him.
Axel is not letting Maeve anywhere near Axel. Nope.
Maeve doesn't give a shit. She's going to find Joshua.
So if you guys want to start heading that way.
Is there anybody in the carnival? Is it just pure silence?
Pure silence. You're not able to hear, as far as you can tell, anything. But you're going to need to book it. So as soon as you get in eyesight, the judge pulls the lever. I'm going to give you a opportunity to do an athletics check, Josh, to try and grab onto the rope to try and give yourself more air.
Do you want the 11 or the 11?
Which 11 do you want?
So
flavor, I'm going for wild die.
So you're able to grab hold of it and kind of flip yourself upside down and wrap your legs around where the noose was hanging from.
When I do this, I'm going to turn and I'm going to look at this floating judge. And, at this point, I'm very, very pissed off. And I turn to him and I say, I just want you to know, before this day is done, I promise I'm going to fucking kill you.
This is why Maeve likes Joshua. He's good people.
Looking into his cloak, you see no face to give any expression that it's terrified or anything like that. You just hear from underneath manslaughter.
Can I slip the noose off my neck?
You know what? With a good enough athletics check, yes, absolutely. But we are going to roll initiative after you do that.
Alrighty. Yeah, does this include me or is it just them for now?
It's going to include you.
Do I still have all my gear?
Yeah, your gear was not taken off of you. Just every time that you would reach for it, he would overpower you and push your arms away.
Alright, cool.
Time to draw. Feeling lucky, punk.
First job.
Time to fucking get some.
First rule of villainy, always disarm when you have the chance.
Okay.
Somebody got a joker.
Axel, what did you draw?
Yeah. Axel, he drew the ace of clubs.
Now, Joshua, what did you get?
Joshua drew the 8 of spades.
And Maeve?
Maeve got a joker.
All right, so with a joker, you are going to be going first, and everyone gets a Benny.
You're welcome.
Finally, Hobie, what did we roll?
Got the 4 clubs.
So Maeve will go first.
Yay. All right. I think that's too far for her to shoot. Let's see. She might start using a new ability. The range is smarts. How do I figure that out again?
You would roll your smarts roll, and then it would be, for every one you roll, it would be 5 feet.
Okay, gotcha. First things first, cast Smite. I think it'll hit Hobie. I don't think it'll hit Mr. McGillicuddy, so it should hit Hobie. Bonuses and stuff if I raise. And so it is, I'm going to take the 5.
Okay.
I think that actually will include Axel. I think he's just in range.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to get that extra damage, bitch. You're going to like it. Might not like it. All right. So
Oh my god!
The she-devil's been casting the magics again.
how dare she buff me? She's going to step forward and cast another spell.
Are you asking me?
No, no, we're gonna do it because I want to see how this thing works. So she's gonna cast a new spell. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't hit Joshua with it because it's a medium blast template. Is this dude floating or is he?
He is.
Cool. She's gonna cast that in a cone. Do I need to step forward because I'm not sure how the things work here? It doesn't tell me how big a cone is. I don't know if I need to move forward. Alright, so May's gonna move here, and she's gonna cast Havoc at this dude. And since he is airborne, he takes an additional -2 to his strength roll, as he has no ground to brace himself on. So he needs to make a strength roll at -4. Yeah, -4, because I got a raise. So I got a 7. He has to make a strength roll at -4.
All right, so he fails.
And so he takes 2d4 damage. Non-lethal unless it's a spiked bit behind him.
What you need to roll is your faith.
Yeah, I was going to say, interesting. Okay.
You have to beat a 3.
I got an 11.
An 11 beats a 3.
Just barely. So then he takes 7 non-lethal and is distracted. I'm not sure what that means, but he is distracted. He is hurled 2d6 feet directly away from the caster if I use the cone template. So he is flying back into that tent and away from our good friend Joshua Ervo. Can she move a little bit more too, since she's still got one whole action left?
What is your pace?
6? Question mark? 6.
All right, have you moved your full 6?
She has moved 2.
So then yes, you can.
Yay! She's coming, buddy.
I knew you'd come for me.
You know it.
My hero. All right, Axel's up.
So when Axel saw Maeve use that spell, his legs start to shake. His hands are shaking now. He moves out. He moves over to the creature, but he doesn't want to get extremely close. He's going to put his gun up to his shoulder, and his hands are shaking. So because he's around the arcane, he's going to take a -2 to all these rolls, because that is his phobia. And he's just going to unload into the creature, just kind of pull the trigger and just pray something hits.
Good news. You're near a divine person.
First shot is a 10. Damage for the shot is a 6.
It's actually a
10.
There you go.
Damage for the shot is a 10.
Because of the smite. That is good. Also, I believe you do add that 1 to the damage, because that is your bonus damage. Bonus damage only applies when you get a raise, and you did get a raise.
Okay, so he get 11 points of damage from the first shot. Is he still up?
Oh, yeah, he's still up. I'm just trying to figure out where he's damaged right now.
All over.
Axel would like to do what he likes to call the pin cushion.
You're unloading the full force.
I don't have a choice. If I pull the trigger, 5 shots go out.
All right. Well, in that case, just roll it all, and then I'll determine where it gets hurt if it's not completely obliterated.
Fair enough. Okay. Second shot is a 6. Next shot is a 2. Next shot is a 1. And the final shot is a 4.
Does the fact that it's distracted give him any kind of bonuses to hitting it?
No.
Okay.
So the 6 and 4 did hit, yes. So
okay, so I hit 3 times.
Correct.
So the first shot that was a 10, I did 11 points of damage. So the second shot is going to be 12 points of damage. And the final shot that hit is a 10. So 10, 12, and 11.
Absolutely ridiculous.
10, 11, 12.
Axel just points the gun, and his hands start screaming, his hands are shaking, and he's just like, ah! And just starts shooting as he's yelling.
So what would have the fact that he was distracted done? Had he had a turn?
And Axel has 2 more turns left, right?
Well, turn order is over for now because you killed him.
Okay.
You turned him into Swiss cheese, so you guys slammed him off the thing and then unloaded
Foreigner.
Unloaded a bunch of bullets and just completely obliterated him.
Axel's hands are just shaking. He's just breathing heavily. It's like, and he turns the gun onto Maeve. He goes, "Joshua, get down from there. Get away from that woman."
Maeve's gonna approach Josh and see if she can cut him the hell down.
He got down.
Oh, I thought he was still swinging.
Yeah, he said he slipped his rope.
Oh, okay,
that's what I heard.
Like Chronicles of Riddick myself and slipped right out of the rope upside down.
Okay.
Joshua, get down from there. Come over here.
Maeve is just like face palming, like, oh my god, this guy. Please, Lord, give me strength.
So Joshua hops down off the gallows and he pulls his trusty rifle off of his back and he cocks it and he is like, that motherfucker was so dead. Thank you though. I appreciate you guys.
Anytime. Alright, so Axel, look, I don't know who hurt you, but I'm not going to.
y'all say?
I mean, have I not proven myself so far?
Frankly, Miss Lewis, I don't know what you plan on doing.
I
But
plan
I
on killing
know.
the thing that killed my dad.
But I know that the things that do what you do are not safe. And he takes another step back.
Whether
Joshua,
is the weapon you are holding.
Joshua, come over here. Stay away from that woman.
This is coming from
Stay
a
away
man
from
who
that
just
thing.
obliterated a creature with, like, you just pulled the trigger once and you obliterated that thing. And I'm the dangerous one?
Yes.
I can protect people, I can heal people, and I can make us shoot harder, but I can't hurt you with the powers.
What did you do to that thing?
I pushed him. It's literally that. I don't even think I hurt him. I just pushed him away from Joshua.
So
I will.
we're gonna walk over to Axel, and he's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, and he goes, "Listen, friend. She saved both of our lives more than once. I think she deserves just a little bit of trust from you. I think you should give her the benefit of the doubt."
I have trusted those people before. It doesn't end well.
Well, I am not those people. I am Maeve.
As Axel calls for him to come over, the tent that he's standing immediately next to, something moves out underneath one of the flaps, and out stands a man who looks to be one of the carnies. Or at least he used to.
Do we roll to see who gets to shoot it first?
Well, actually, what is Axel's immediate reaction to that?
Axel immediately points the gun at the car and he goes, "Nah, Peterson, not again!" And then he pulls the trigger.
You don't have time to pull the trigger. You just have time to scream out.
Okay.
Ooh.
As Axel screams out at this sudden appearance, it seems that a couple more of the carnival folk have poked their heads out and are heading your way, as well as out of the big tent, a zombified lion tamer and his lion.
Is the lion also zombified?
He is.
Alright. Well,
And I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying.
Hey.
ugh,
50 experience points.
even the best
I'm
puns,
giving it
that
to
is
you
the
right now.
only response.
50 experience points.
Wired. You're fired.
Cool. I'm going to go take a nap.
Even the best of puns.
Now you go to your room and you think about what you've done here tonight.
We'll take care of the zombies. Don't you worry none.
How many zombies are there?
There are 6
3,
zombies that
4,
you're able
5,
to
6.
see, unless if you were talking about the lion as well.
2 rounds. Got it.
Yep. For you.
You hate that gun so much.
It is what it is.
I think when we're not rolling with both sides, it's a little less angering
Dangerous,
for him. Yeah.
All right, so let's re-roll initiative,
Serve him up.
or redraw initiative. Axel, what did you get?
Axel got a 3 of spades.
All right, and Maeve,
Maeve got a 7 of clubs.
Joshua.
Joshua got a 2 of hearts.
All right, and Hobie.
King spades.
The zombies got an 8 of clubs.
Is there any way for us to improve our initiative turn order bit?
If you would like to spend a Benny, you could definitely pull a second action card and pick from the 2.
I mean, I think I'm
yeah,
good,
I definitely like to do that, yeah.
All right, and if anyone has any edges that allow them to do that as well.
I mean, I figure
I have quick draw.
we got the extra bennies, right? So,
All
for
right,
those of you with low
so
scores.
Axel, can you explain to me what Quick Draw does?
You draw 2 cards and spin into Benny for an additional action card at the beginning of a round. You may choose your final action card from any of your available choices, including additional draws from level head, quick, etc. You also add +2 to athletic rolls made to interrupt other actions, including resisting being interrupted. So I will spin a Benny
Okay.
and get another action card.
Who is it that is getting new ones?
Joshua.
And
So the ones that rolled drew a 3 and a 2.
all right, and what did you get on your second card?
Who are you asking first?
Axel.
So receive the 4 of hearts, so he can move one space up. Yeehaw!
Joshua received the 5 of diamonds.
Leapfrog!
So we're still last, just In a different order of last.
Just
Yep.
not as fast.
No, we are still as last.
Yeah, but like, I mean, if anything else pops out, you're not, way at the bottom.
Hobie, you are first.
Alright. I'm going to move over here and take a shot at this guy right up here.
Okie dokie.
That would be a 3. Cool. That's I love these dice.
Do you want to take a Benny and re-roll, or?
Yeah, I may as well. I've got enough to use.
His way, Miss Maeve.
Yeah, I guess I'll Alright, I got a 5 that time.
Yay!
A 5 will hit, so roll your damage.
Shotgun, here we go. Alright, that's an 11.
That is an 11.
Well, unless the smite's still on, or is that gone?
Smite would still be on.
So that would be a 15 then.
Alright, so that means you did 7 damage above their, 8 damage above their tank, which is going to be 2 raises. So, that one is dead.
Awesome. I'm going to turn and fire on the other one. That would be this guy right off here. And don't know what the minus will be to shoot at him.
It's going to be a -2 because this is your second round, or second
Got it.
action.
That would be a 7 to hit then.
7 will hit.
Alright, here we go again.
Woo!
Damn! Too bad I don't get the bonus damage, but that's 20 damage.
Alright.
Oh, you don't get
Yeah.
the bonus?
I
Oh,
don't
because
get
it's
the
just
bonus, I
not
didn't
raised.
get the raise.
Well,
'Cause it was a 7, not a 9.
yep.
Otherwise, yes, it would have been 29. That would have been wonderful. So that guy just took 20 damage.
You aim right at the face and just completely obliterate it.
Yep, and then I'll move right back here and just wait for one of either the lion or him to move a little, move into range, because you know what's going to happen. We're closer to them.
What we're going to do is we're going to start at the top, and then we're going to work clockwise.
Boss!
Well, the good news is this is not a wild card, so it does not get wild die.
Yeah, I'm glad about that.
So he shoots and he misses.
I'll be a dick zombie.
Oof.
My. Oh my.
What is your parry, Joshua?
I think it's 15.
It's like a 16 now? 16? Yeah.
Joshua?
My parry,
Correct.
a 2.
So that's going to hit with a raise.
Didn't you get armor?
I did, but for some
That's
reason,
toughness.
yeah, it raised my
That's
toughness.
toughness, not parry.
Yeah.
You have to raise your fighting die for that.
Oh.
Your parry to go up.
Okay, gotcha.
So he'll be able to take the hit better.
Yay!
All right, so that's going to be 12. So what is your toughness?
I think it's a 7.
So you are shaken.
Can I swing to Benny to get unshaken?
You can on your turn.
Okay, but will that be my entire turn?
No.
Sweet.
What was your toughness again?
7.
So you are going to take 1 wound, and that's going to be in your guts.
I had a gut feeling that's where it was going.
Want to bend it. That's
It seems to be the median is typically where it happens. I mean, with your torso being the biggest part of your body, it's probably more likely to get in there.
We can
Don't
use
tell him
logic,
lions
or we
go-
don't have to.
Don't tell him lions go for the spine. Don't tell him lions go for the spine.
All right. Your guts are now battered, so your vigor is going to be reduced 1 die type.
Alright, got it.
Looking at this zombie, not only is she disgusting and filthy as her flesh is rotting off of her skin, but she also seems to have a beard.
That's okay.
It's the bearded
A bearded lady! No! You have such a beautiful voice.
Shoot her beard, she loses her power.
Smart.
All right. Shoot and a miss.
Yay!
This one is actually going to try and bite at Axel. What is your parry?
It's a 2, sir.
And what is your toughness?
8.
All right. As it goes to bite into you, it not really grasps, but reaches out and kind of touches up against you. It opens its mouth and bites into your shoulder piece, but doesn't break through your clothing.
I'm sorry, Peterson.
Maeve, you're up.
Questions. Alright, so she is going to take a step over here. She is going to shoot at the one that just tried to bite Axel.
Okay. There are going to be negatives in that.
Oh, there are? Why?
Shooting into the fray.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Shooting into melee.
Okay. I was like, I'm in range. It's my first shot. Alright, so 6. I don't know what the negatives for shooting into melee is. If it's a 2, then I still got a 4? Question mark?
You'll succeed.
Yay!
Yeah. It's a difficult attempt to not shoot at Axel.
Especially given his attitude lately.
Absolutely. but you are able to hit your intended target if you can roll your damage for me.
Yes, I can. So I did not raise, so I don't get the bonus damage, but I do still get the smite, correct?
Yes.
So 25 damage to that zombie. Get the fuck away from Axel.
So I'm gonna let you describe how you kill this thing.
She's trying to maintain her sense of calm because she doesn't like when people don't like her, and she's just trying to get her irritation out, not necessarily at Axel. Look, I am here to help you, and she's just gonna shoot the zombie right. She's just going for a headshot. She wants to have this conversation about how he needs to trust her, and these zombies are getting in the way. She's like, I'm trying to have a talk with my would-be friend here. Can you please leave us the hell alone?
Across the aisle by shooting at somebody near it.
And if that drops, she's gonna turn and she's going to shoot at the lion as well, which I'm assuming is also going to take negatives, but she doesn't care right now. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, because it's I know it's -2 for second shot, and then whatever negatives for melee. I'm guessing a 3 minus whatever isn't gonna hit that lion.
3 is not, especially with the negatives, so you are not able to hit.
That's cool. She's just gonna do a full round of just shooting. So Maeve is just she stepped up and she's just doing a spin. You're in my way, and then she's turning to the lion. You're in my way, and then she's gonna turn to the one over behind Hobie, and you're in my way, and she's just gonna shoot. That's what she's doing this round. So I know it's a -4 to shoot at that one because it's my third shot, but she doesn't care. She's just let's just finish this. And I will take the 7.
Regardless, it is going to shoot high and wide, not even anywhere near. You put a hole in the big top tent, so I mean,
yeah. And that is going to be Maeve's turn.
All right, moving on to Josh, who's got a zombified lion on him.
Oh, Josh is going to shoot that thing in the head.
Are you actually shooting it in the head? Are you doing a called shot?
Doesn't that take a whole turn?
No, you can aim, which takes a whole turn, which gives you a positive, but if you're aiming for a specific body part, you get a negative to your roll.
I mean, I'll take the chance. Yeah, I'm actually shooting it in the head. Before I do this, I don't know if you'll let me do it now, but I wanted to spend a Benny to unshake myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Spend that Benny. Drop it on that table.
Oh,
Consider it dropped.
Was it hot?
It was a scorch.
It was dropped like it was hot, but it's
but it wasn't
adjacent.
actually. Okay, gotcha. Lukewarm. I feel weird. I'm the only one who hasn't used a Benny yet this game.
So do you want to keep that roll, or do you want to re-roll after unshaking?
I'm going to go ahead and keep my roll because I never get that lucky twice.
All right, so yes, the 11 will be good enough to hit. You put your gun right up into the mouth and pull the trigger, and let's see how much damage that does.
So it's 11 plus 4 or 11 plus 5?
It would be 11 plus 4. Oh, and then plus also, were you smited?
No, I think he was out of it.
Or wait,
Smoke?
no. The range was... Smarts, yes, it was a 5, so it would have been, 25 feet?
Which
So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone was within 25 feet. So yeah, that lion doesn't have a head anymore.
It is oddly humanoid.
He shoots the zombified lion in the head and goes, BAM! Bad kitty. Can I make a second attack?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go for this one right here.
All right, beard lady.
I rolled a 7. So I do 17 damage to the formerly bearded lady.
The late, great bearded lady.
Yeah, she was alive, and then she was dead, and then she was undead, and you re-deaded her.
Now she dead.
That 2-for-1 special.
Do you want to take your third action?
Can I make another attack?
You can.
Alright, we're gonna go for the one over here by the spirally tent.
The last zombie standing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yes! Do what Maeve couldn't. Ooh, and you get the bonus damage because you got raises.
Oh, I get the bonus damage on top of that. So I rolled a 17 for shooting, and I think that's a 19 for damage.
All right.
Altogether.
20.
However, this is your third action, which is -4. What is the range of the attack of your weapon?
24, 48, and 96.
Okay, so that would be a mid-range thing, so that's going to be a -4. Then it is also kind of behind cover because the hanging gallows is still there. It's still going to hit, but you're not going to get that bonus damage.
15 points of damage. 16, excuse me.
So yeah, it is still going to be 16 damage, so pretty much the result is going to be the same.
So the way I'm going to play this out is Joshua first, after being hit by the lion, he whips around really fast while taking a step back, and he puts a bullet through the mouth of the lion, whips around, drops to one knee, shoots the bearded lady in the face. Her head explodes, and then he pops back up and places one more aim shot, actually takes a deep breath and slowly releases it and puts another bullet in the last zombie's head. And at this point, there's smoke coming out of the barrel of his rifle, and he just kind of breathes it in. He goes, I'm touching myself tonight.
God damn it.
And with that, that's going to drop you guys out of combat.
So once we drop out of combat, Joshua just kind of falls to his knees and he's holding his stomach in pain.
Maeve is there in a... Alright, so Joshua's dropping to his knees, holding his stomach.
That's what he said.
If Joshua is not doing anything crazy, Maeve is going to start to heal him with her doctor's kit.
Maeve, you are a blessing in disguise.
So it's gonna stumble back. I can't. I can't do this. This is just getting too much. This is just too much.
Maeve's gonna stare when he says that she's a blessing in disguise. She's gonna glance down at her nun's habit and be like, "Oh, didn't realize I was hiding." And she got a 17 on her healing check to patch Joshua up.
Do I get my vigor dice back, or is it permanent?
No, that's back. You are healed as new. It only doesn't go back if you don't heal it within the first couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It does take 10 minutes to heal him, though.
As Axel has backed away from the group, you guys don't see this, but he does see something come out of one of the other tents.
You will hear several gunshots.
Around 5, I'm guessing?
Around that. If
Maybe-
not more.
Maybe 10, maybe 15.
Unfortunately, your gun jams.
Wait, so his gun does jam?
His gun does jam.
Ooh.
Shit.
We got another gun.
And yeah, I got another gun. Axel will pull out his peacemaker and start to unload.
That one jams as well.
Well, then Axel runs.
There actually has been a little bit of more flora, being that you are still in the desert, but where this carnival has been set up, there's actually been a tree here, there, and there's actually been a group of trees in the corner of where the carnival is. Axel, after seeing this zombified clown with glowing eyes and magical aura coming from his hands, he turns and hightails it out there towards the trees.
Since there were no gunshots, I don't think they even know what's going on.
We have no idea.
The clown disappears into thin air. So, what are y'all gonna do?
Should probably collect Axel before he gets dragged off to God knows where.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we should search the tents, because do we know that Axel's been taken?
Actually, everyone give me a notice check.
He wasn't taken, he ran.
Yeah, I'm just saying we should find him before he gets taken.
Wow, way to copy my role, Joshua Ervo.
I got a 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't realize that he's gone yet.
Well, I mean, we knew that he walked off. She just assumes that he is away from her.
Yeah.
She's not thinking anything of it at this point. But Hobie does make a valid point. Perhaps we should search the tents.
Joshua said we should go collect him before.
But Joshua
taken.
does make a valid point. Perhaps we should search the tents.
You guys are in the middle of this carnival that is literally popped out of nowhere. There's no towns nearby. There's no streets or cities or roads that lead to this. It's very suspicious that this thing exists. But looking back at the big top, you notice that it has a big sign with light bulbs on it. The light bulbs light up. New big show featuring Hobie, Maeve, and Joshua.
Well, I don't like that.
I do not remember signing up for this.
Also, why isn't Axel on there?
Oh, somebody's gonna get shot.
I don't feel comfortable knowing that he's out here by himself with that thing inviting us in and, asking to get killed.
Perhaps we should find him or venturing forward then.
Yeah, we probably should.
If you want to roll me a survival check.
Maeve got a 5 on the survival check.
That would be across the board. On the D4, that's technically higher than on a D6.
There you go.
75% over 50%, like that.
Unfortunately, you have no idea which way he went or what direction.
He's gonna start yelling, Axel, where you at, buddy?
Tell him I left. Maybe he'll come back.
Dave's gone. You gotta come back and help us.
Maeve's gonna, flash him the thumbs up, good job. So does he hear us? Or does he hear him yelling for him?
Nah, he fucking booked it. Look like you are not wanting to go into the big top yet, which is perfectly fine.
I mean, Maeve's not afraid of the big top. She was mostly concerned about Axel, despite his...
I was like, we should maybe find him.
She's not afraid of going into the big top. She's just worried that he's going to run into something he doesn't like, and he's not going to have an extra pair of pants.
Or do we want to take a quick run around to see if we can find him? If not, we'll just see if...
You guys all did survival checks, and everyone failed.
Okay.
Well, Joshua didn't roll, but neither of us could find him. At least I don't think Joshua did.
You guys are kind of waiting for Axel to show back up, I guess. Are you guys going to set up a campfire and sit around it? Are you guys just going to stay right here, right outside of the big top? Or what are you guys doing in this point of stop?
Well, I don't think we're intending to go into the big top unless we know that Axel is safe.
Okay.
And since we couldn't find him, we were just kind of taking a break from looking and waiting to see if he comes back, and maybe we can eat some food and maybe can make sure that everybody is still doing good after the fight.
So are you guys setting up a campfire, some chairs? How are you doing this? Or are you just standing in the middle of the road looking at each other? There's
some tables over here we can sit down at, over here on the right.
You guys do actually take some time, and you guys look around and you look high and low, and you don't find anything else in the entire circus, which is kind of weird in the fact that, it's a circus. You would think if it was propped up and stuff, there'd be more to it than just the handful of people that were in it. It's kind of like this thing was built specifically for you guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all just in the big top.
You guys have learned just through your different experiences, if you're missing someone or you find yourself missing, the best thing to do is stay put until they find you. Because if you go wandering off and you go in a different direction than where Axel is, he won't be able to find his way back to you. So you guys find a table and you sit down and rest your legs and try and think about the events that have happened over the last couple of days. You guys are all going to get a card?
Copy.
Who wants to go first?
I guess Maeve will.
All right, Maeve, what did you draw?
Maeve drew a king of clubs. So one of the things that I can do during downtime is a backstory, a tale of misfortune from your hero's past, perhaps revealing something of his hindrances or a dark secret. As they're sitting around the campfire, maybe somebody, if they get to talking about, because earlier she told Axel, she's like, I'm just trying to kill the creature that killed my dad. She'll go and she'll tell these guys a little bit more about herself. So I'm not sure what happened to Axel in his life, but I guess now's as good a time as any to let you all know what has happened in mine that's put me on the path I currently walk. My father was a preacher. He was a man who hunts undead and their ilk. When he learned that I was gifted with the powers you've witnessed, He started training me and put me on the same path that he walked. A couple months ago, we encountered a creature, and I was the only one to walk away from that encounter. It's still out there. I believe it is the creature that we're currently hunting. It's the creature that I'm hunting, but I think it may be the creature that is haunting this area that Mr. Woodward wants us to claim for his new town. So I'm not necessarily in this for the money. I am purely on the path of vengeance, honestly, right now. So Axel has nothing to fear from me. Neither do you, unless you are evil or undead or some other kind of wicked. I'm not gonna hurt you. So I just want that to be perfectly clear with y'all so that you don't go running off like Axel does.
I'm good.
I had no qualms about it.
I'm not really in a position to judge anyone. My past isn't exactly innocent.
Yeah.
All right, Hobie, what did you draw?
It was the 7 of spades.
Let's talk about your trek. What is a particular obstacle that you think that you've overcome on your journey so far, and what do you think you've learned from it?
Thus far, working with a group, I'm used to kind of being out, though I've had to rely on others thus far, and it's been a little difficult. I'm used to it. Had to rebutted heads an occasion or two, but I'm getting better about it.
And Joshua, what did you pull?
Joshua pulled the 8 of hearts.
You're gonna spend this downtime learning a skill. What skill do you want to learn or practice? A skill you already have.
I was gonna ask if you could improve one.
Shooting.
So Joshua says, "What is your shooting right now, though?"
My shooting's at a D10.
So what's going to happen is you're going to tell Maeve and Hobie to gather up as many bottles as he can find. That's actually a Ferris wheel that's right here beside you. You're going to have them load up the bottles as you get your rifle ready. Let's get me 8 shooting rolls.
The first roll was a 7. The second was an 8. The third was a 7. The fourth was an 18. The fifth was a 12. The 6th was a 7. The 7th was a 4. And the 8th was an 8.
So you hit every single one. Some of them you even do some trick shots on where you shot it, ricocheted the bullet off of the back, and then shot it again with the same bullet. It was some impressive shooting, and you actually increase your shooting skill by 1 die type. With that being completed, you all feel empowered and bonded as a group. You all are going to get one more advancement. You guys are going to start off the next session with an extra Benny, and, you just feel more of a team. And with that is where we are going to end this session.